Hi folks, Boxing Day. Hope you all had a good Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Hope you all joined in, whatever it is, and had a bit of fun rather than sitting at home sort of doing nothing. But yeah, I hope you had a good bloody time. Boxing Day today, so some of the shops open and such, so I did go to town, had me a couple of coffees and a bit of a look around, but not for much. It was really food shopping, and went into Poundland, found a couple of bits in there, which is one of the DIY projects, but it's very simple and up to you what you do with it. First DIY, this time of year, it's not always this time of year, but it happens to be this bloody year anyway. I usually wear Demonia boots, and I wear the heels down on the outside a bit, especially the right hand one, and I do put things in to stop it going so fast, but it's that time of year when I need to either buy another pair, which I did last time, or have them resold, re-heeled. It's like a bloody tongue twister, that. So this is a little DIY that I do while these will go in to be done, and rather than spending lots of money on more boots, this is the DIY bit. Go back to the 80s and times like that when we used to be a little bit creative and do lots of, well, you had to do a lot of the goth bits yourself because we just weren't around. But this is what I do. I don't go and buy another expensive pair of boots just to wear in between. I go to the shop, one of the local big shoe shops, and they've always got work boots, and you can get pretty expensive work boots, you can get fairly cheap ones. I usually get them around about £15, a little bit, maybe up to 20, but whatever. They're usually good soles and generally steel toe cap, which is good. There was a time I used to wear it just like that, especially before the kilts, and I wore black jeans or trousers or whatever, and you can still do that. But what I do is, this is one of them, and I doctor them up a little bit, goth them up a little bit, because it's just me. Start with, underneath, every bit that's higher, I've put a little screw in. That helps that the rubber don't wear down. And these are the little tiny Phillips head screws. You could use the slot ones if you want, and that's the size, so it's not a very tall. So that goes in a fair distance. Then every maybe week and a half, whatever, you might have to take them out, put another one in because they're wearing down a bit. That's what they look like. You can add some more in the middle. You can go along here, but if you do, be aware that you might go frigging skating somewhere. The next bit I do with the same screws, just to make them look a little bit different, is that. So from around here to this side, that distance apart, I'll just, again, same screws, put them in round the sole, and same with the back. Just adds that bit of a different look to it. And as you might notice here, I got a black lace and I've more or less tied three fake razor blades to it. So you can put what you want there. You can put a chain, you can have a chain there and round the other side. Razor blades, skulls, whatever. Just gives that extra look. And then at the front I've done the laces so the bottom one goes across, and I just happened to these off it was a chain of skulls, a key chain of skulls, and I just took them all to bits, and I've hung one on that on each boot. So if you look at it back there, there's a little skull and crossbones there. So yeah, first DIY, you don't have to do what I do, but it might give you some idea what you'd like to do. But if you like this sort of look, boots, shoes, whatever. But yeah, so there you go. So now, because I'll be wearing these for a week or two and I haven't got my boots, what do I wear with them? I don't fancy going around bare-legged in a sense. So what I do is, to make up for the boot coming up to the knee, these will come out. Woo. The long kilt socks. So these go on your leg, they'll come up. A good one will come past the knee, and then you have to fold it down, or I think this size might just fold down once. But those, and to sort of liven them up a little bit, you wear this sort of thing, which is, I better not put it here, you won't bloody see it. 2 ribbons, that goes round underneath the folded bit of sock, and that hangs at the top of your sock to one side. It's a typical Scottish thing, but it looks bloody cool anyway. So you can do that. And what I do is I buy something like a set of earrings, studs or hooks, and don't know if you can see that properly. I might have to do a photograph. They hang down there. It's like little black chains hanging from a little crystal or something up there. Each one of them's got one of them, and if you're wearing them in the day, they do show up. Then on the bit that you turn down, I will put, last time I had this, which is a little pewter pin. That will go into the bit you folded down on the right hand side sock. I think it's all to do with whether you're right or left handed, which you'll understand in a minute. I'm right handed, so this will go on the right handed sock along with the dangly bits. You can use something like that, which is I got from a charity shop. Crystals, and just looks a bit ornate. Or you can just stick little pin badges, little pin badge on it. The choice is yours. And why I said about left or right, it'd be traditional really. If you're right-handed, then it'll go in the right. If it's left-handed, put it in the left. And that will go into the sock like that, showing this bit at the top. It's a ski and do. But this, because in Britain you can't go around with a flipping knife. If somebody attacks you, you've got to poke them in the eyes or tickle them to bloody death. You've got no sort of self-defense really. So yeah, that's a safety one, which is all plastic. but that will bloody hurt. Push that into the top of your sock. That's why I'm right-handed, so all that paraphernalia goes on the right. If I was left-handed, obviously, that'd go in the left one, all the paraphernalia that side. I'll try and put a picture up of what the boots and all this lot flipping look like when they're all stuck together. But just a little DIY idea, more or less really what I do with my boots, just to make a cheap pair of work boots look a little bit more the sort of thing that I want to wear when I walk around, because I'm crazy that way. Right, second one, it's a very quick DIY. These are back in the shops in Poundland, so if you're in the UK, they're back in Poundland, £1 each. They're little solar lights, as a solar panel. You can hang them outside, hang them in your window. Turn them on the inside, in there. Charges up during the day, night time you get a bit of a light, but they're pretty crap. This one I've already done it. This was the little string of lights that go inside, and I just pull that off. You can take the battery out, you've got spare batteries. So then you end up with that, the cap, the bulb. And the DIY bit is do what you will with it. You could put sweets in there, you could add M&Ms in there, something like that, jelly beans, little sweets of any sort. Hang 3 or 4 somewhere, whatever, and you got your little sweets hanging there. In the bathroom you can put bubble bath in it, different colours. You could put powders of sorts, whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to use in your bathroom. Again, put a top on, there's some little looks, and hang them up. They look novel. If you've got no space around where you can put extra bubble bath and goodness knows what you use, where am I going to put it? Some little looks in the ceiling, 3 or 4 of them up there on chains. Put some little chains in the ceiling, 3 different lengths with a hook on the end. Just reach up and hook it on. Looks like a little chandelier. Take it down when you want whatever it is that's in there. What I do, because it's just me, they're filled with bones, small bones. Got, I think, 6 out there on a lamp that I made with fake candles, these and fake barbed wire. That's what I call my bone chandelier. This one came from over there. There's 2 hanging, and it's a doll that I goughed up, made into a puppet, and it hangs off the ceiling over there, holding 2 of these, and it's called the bone carrier, or the bone collector, whichever you prefer. So that's what I do with them, but you can put in there whatever you like. So just another little DIY. Use your imagination and the sky's the limit. If it's in the garage, you're a man, stick some hooks up, screws, nails, nuts and bolts, whatever. Do your thing. Looks novel, gives you extra storage space. So there you go, folks. That's just 2 little DIYs for today. Boots, bulbs. It's like bloody bee, isn't it? So on that note, I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to bugger off. So everyone out there, enjoy what's left of Christmas, or whatever you do. Enjoy it. Have fun. And I'll see you next video. Christmas pudding's up.